everyone, welcome back. So I'm with my mum today, who's been the mother of an anorexic for about 3 years now. So I was wondering if people had any questions for her, and you did. So I've wrote a list of questions to ask my mum, which a lot of people wanted to know. So we forgot to mention that my mum is currently working, so we might have to keep stopping, but we'll come back onto it. So what's the hardest part of recovery as a parent?
Watching you struggle, watching you cry, watching the pain in your face. Yeah, just watching you break your heart, really. That is the hardest thing. Try not to cave in as a mum. Try not to let you win the battles.
No, let anorexia win.
Anorexia win, I beg your pardon.
Yeah,
not that there are as many battles as there used to be.
No, because once upon a time everything used to be about anorexia.
Yeah.
And everything used to be based on anorexia, but I feel like we just
normalising things a little bit.
Yeah, we don't argue as much about anorexia.
No, we don't
anymore. We argue about normal
teenage things.
Mother to teenage things, which is, in a way, many would say not good, but I think it's good.
It's nice sometimes to argue about normal teenage things as opposed to anorexia.
Yeah.
Because that sort of goes to show that you are normal.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, I am normal.
Trying to get your child to eat things that they don't want to eat. That's, in a nutshell.
Have you got any advice on how you can do that?
Just little things first, Nothing too daunting. For instance, your lunch today was a little bit out of the ordinary, so I didn't want to freak you out.
You have to,
Rude.
Sorry, I did say sorry, but I need to say this before I forget. You have to give them warning about what they're going to eat. You carry on.
Prepare you for what you're going to eat, if there's going to be a change. As I say, your lunch today was a little bit out of the ordinary. You had pasta at lunch, which is a little bit scary for you.
Very scary, especially for a lunch, because it's something that I'd normally class as a dinner food. If you can hear that, it's my cat. I'm not sure what's happening to her.
Pudding, what's
Pearl,
up?
it's Pearl.
Pearl, what's that? Yes, so not to freak you out, just small steps, baby steps in the beginning.
Don't expect on the first day of your child wanting to recover
that you can put a big piece of cake down in front of.
And that they're going to eat loads of chocolate and loads of sweets and because really, at the end of the day, if they do that, then that is amazing. But you don't want to take one step forward and then 2 steps back.
I think you've literally just finished your second Easter egg.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that I was talking about this. I think I'm all in.
You're all in?
Yeah.
What, for recovery?
Yeah.
You are all in?
I think I have been for about a month now.
Yes.
I think I've been doing really well for the past few weights cams I've gained, apart from last week, but I'm gaining this week, and if I don't, then I'm definitely gaining the week after.
You are gaining this week. You are gaining.
Manifest the good vibes. But also you have to remember, it's not all about the scales.
No, it's not. Mental challenges are as important.
Say if somebody has a really good week and they don't go up much, you can't blame them because it's not their fault. And what they've done is probably really mentally challenging for them.
Which is as important as physically.
And obviously it's a mental illness, it's not a physical illness.
Oh! Shh!
Interrupting us, how rude. Have you ever been angry at me because of my eating disorder?
Yes.
I think every parent would say yes.
Yeah. In the very beginning, I was angry often, and I think
we used to fall out
all the time.
I think that's because our understanding of it and my understanding of anorexia, I've literally educated myself so much on what's wrong with me as well, because at the very start I didn't even believe I was poorly.
No, you didn't, did you?
I thought I was okay. I was like, why is everyone me? And I was also a bit angry because I was like, I went to this place and they told me that I needed to put on weight, and I was like, I've worked so hard to lose this weight, and now they're fucking making me put it back on. Sorry, now they're bloody making me put it back on.
Yes,
so
yes, I have been angry with you before.
Name an incident.
When I found some nuts in your dressing gown pocket, when you befriended...
It's not funny, by the way, don't do this.
When you befriended a fellow anorexic overseas and she was messaging you.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have been angry at that.
I know, but I was, because I was scared.
Yeah. By the way, that wasn't bad. She was actually really nice to me. And it was when I, first started getting ill, and she was really nice to me, but Mum...
I think I was cross because you were confiding in her and not me.
Yeah, Mum was angry at me.
That's what was upsetting.
But
what else have you... Oh, when I found a malt loaf in your wash bin upstairs.
I did that on purpose, so you find it. So you could show them.
As well as what we thought.
There you go, that's better.
Mm-hmm.
That's better. So, third question. What's your best advice for a parent with a child with an eating disorder?
Be firm. Start as you mean to go on. Don't let anorexia win the battles. Just believe that things will get better. Because
And
they
you
will.
have to be very positive.
You do have to be very positive. Yeah. And I'm positive, aren't I?
Yes.
Yes.
You have to... I can't really speak because I'm not a parent, and obviously my mum is the person that has to go through it as well. But I would just say try and differentiate your child from anorexia.
Yeah.
And know that your child isn't going crazy and it's anorexia that's making the child...
Yeah, and invest in some good, some good marker pens to cross the calories off everything.
Things, yeah.
That's a really good tip.
But what would you say if it was early days and the person hadn't been diagnosed?
Oh, just get to the doctors as soon as possible. As soon as you start seeing the weight fall off, as soon as you start seeing habits change.
It isn't necessarily about weight, is it?
No, habits change. And as well as...
Just the anxiety around food.
Yeah, and, you know, you were so withdrawn as well, like on a different planet all the time. Yeah, sooner that you get help, the better.
Yeah. Did you see any early signs of me when I first got ill?
Early signs? What made me think that there was a problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you refused to drink a 33-calorie can of pop in Marks and Spencer's and slung it across the table at me and screamed, "I'm not drinking that." That was when I thought, yeah, I've got a big problem.
There's a lot of signs that, I'm guessing you probably saw my rigid timing about eating, I cut everything up really small.
Nothing could touch on your plate.
Nothing could touch on my plate.
You had to be the last to start.
I had horrific exercise addiction.
You had to be the last to start, didn't you?
I had to be the last to start eating and the last to finish.
It took you about 4 hours to eat your dinner.
It took me about 4 hours to eat my dinner. And you have to understand that eating disorders aren't necessarily about not liking food. Because I can tell you, I know this is really ironic, but I love food. I'm just scared of it. And if your child is still eating, I was still eating when I was really ill, just not...
Just like salad with tomato sauce on and
chicken breast.
Crazy, just chicken breast, vegetables, chicken, sweet potatoes. That was about it, really.
And porridge with water.
And Weetabix with water.
And Weetabix with water. Do not recommend that. It's horrible. How do you separate Ella and the eating disorder?
I can tell by the look on your face.
Is there any other ways though? Because there'll be people watching this that...
Oh dear.
How? Because you wouldn't have just known by the look on my face at first.
No. I can reason with Ella, but I can't reason with anorexia.
Yeah. Any others? No,
the look on your face, the factors I've just said, and the rage that you go into, the anorexia rage, the screaming,
the fits, the door slams,
the horrible things that anorexia used to make you say to me, which used to break my heart in the very beginning. But then as time went on...
You're just like, okay, Ella.
Yeah, right then, that's
Okay,
fine.
Ella.
You
And then
hated
I'll
me.
come back down and I'll be like, I'm
Sorry.
really sorry, that wasn't me, that was anorexia.
Not really sure what happened there,
Yeah,
Mum.
or not really sure. Because at the first I thought it was me, I thought I was going mad. So I would just be like, oh, I'm not really sure what happened there. But now I'm able to go, yeah, that's anorexia, I'm sorry, I was in the wrong. Yada, yada,
Yeah.
yada.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yes.
How did you learn to cope with my eating disorder?
Antidepressants.
That's not funny. Me too. I learned to cope through my antidepressants as well.
Well, we went to a workshop. Obviously, we get advice as well off your counsellor. So, family therapy.
Which we've not started yet, but we are starting.
Yeah, but we do family therapy. We have.
Oh
family
yeah, we have like
meetings.
family-based appointments.
So obviously getting advice from them. Fortunately, but not fortunately, I am friends also with parents that have years ago had the same problem where they're...
One of your really good friends.
Yeah, one of my really good friends.
And I'm friends with her daughter who's now...
29.
Recovered. Kids. I really look up to her.
Yeah, so...
And as a family, I think you just find your ways, really. And you just got to be patient with yourselves because it's hard on all of you. And you can't just blame yourselves for it. You can't blame... I bet you blame yourself sometimes for my eating. And
yeah,
Dad
I do
blames
sometimes,
himself and I blame
because
myself.
I wish I would have picked up on it a bit earlier, but...
I think you picked up quite quick, Mum.
Mm.
I was 11, so I think you picked up quite quick. Right, so the last question is how to tell your parents about your eating disorder.
Well, you didn't tell me, I told you. Cam's told you.
Yeah, but that's why... Well, what happened with us was... It was when I had that meltdown over that drink and I kind of broke down and I was like, I need help, I can't do this anymore.
Yes, yes.
I think...
That was the bravest step.
Yeah, when you're honest with yourself and your family, that is the first step. But if you... Say if I hadn't told you that I had an eating disorder, what would you want me to say to you?
Can we have a chat, Mum? I've got some sort of problem.
Yeah, and then you've just got to say, can I go to the doctors or something?
Yeah, that's what we
Because-
spoke on that Sunday and we were at the doctor's on the Monday, weren't we?
Yeah, because it's really like dangerous eating disorders are.
Yeah, dangerous. It's your
To your
heart that's
body.
affected.
Yeah, like my heart rates still aren't normal.
No.
Like I'll sit down resting, it'll be 70 and then I'll stand up and it's 140.
Yeah.
Like almost double, like that isn't normal. And then my blood pressure still goes low sometimes, but at the minute it's quite good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, as you say, everything's affected. Your vital organs.
Everything.
Everything.
So, that's it. How have you
That's it.
enjoyed being in this video?
Hope so.
No, I said, how have you enjoyed
Who,
being?
me?
Yeah.
Well, it's been okay.
You're going to be in more with me?
If you want me to.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this will help people, you know.
Yeah. And we're all about helping folk, aren't we?
We are. And if anyone has any other questions, text me on Instagram and I'll respond to you.
Yeah, and I am no expert, but if any parents need to ask me anything, then just go through Ella.
Yeah, and I'll give you my mum's interwebs. Right, thank you for
Nice
watching.
to see you. Bye.
Nice to see you. Bye.